Well, today is going to be the basics, but what's awesome is you always learn something or always need a refresher on anything social media because things are constantly changing. And I went to a mastermind that they were talking about how successful people just do the basics better, right? So that is what we're going to teach you guys today. The basics of social media. We have 3 different speakers on here today. We have Michelle and we have Sarah. Each one of them are going to do something different. I'm going to cover stories because that's my jam. I love stories. I'm going to teach you guys all how to work with stories. It's how I got some of my best leaders. And okay, we're going to start off though. I know Sarah, let me make sure you can unmute yourself, right? I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. Sarah is going to go over attraction marketing. And Sarah, since you're co-host, you should be able to screen share as well.
Sweet. Okay, let's do that first. Okay, sweet. Let's do that. Okay, well, hi guys. So today we're going to talk about attraction marketing, and it's actually kind of one of my favorite topics. I want to say that it's kind of one of the important parts because this is how you are going to start feeling more like you're not hustling and you're just kind of like going with the flow. And that's how you start attracting people to you instead of having to chase and like reach out to people and do all these different kind of things. So very basic. I just have 7 top tips and tricks for you guys to use and kind of help you start building your brand and finding your right people too, because that's super important. Okay. So those who don't know what attraction marketing is, it's basically a way for you to market yourself and being different so that you're not a copy of everybody else that's in the industry, right? Because at the end of the day, people are going to come to you because something about you they like, they trust, and they know you for. And you can do this through goals. You can do this through branding, obviously different strategies, all the different things. And don't worry if you don't have a personal branding. I can definitely tell you I didn't have one until years later. It's just something that you guys kind of develop over time as you get to know yourself and as you also get to know who's your target market, who do you want to truly help, and make sure that you're actually speaking to them in that way. So there's a particular formula. Like I said, it's just 7 top tips that I'm going to share with you guys. And the first one is knowing your target audience. So what I like to do for this is taking some time to write down like benefits of your product, benefits of your opportunity, who they are, how can they help you, or how can they help your potential clients as well. Because when you're approaching or not approaching, but like helping people, you want to know their pain points. You want to know their problem because at the end of the day, you're providing a solution for them. So it really does help to take time and really get clear on who are you trying to help. So for example, like if you're a mom, you could be trying to help other moms, right? Like other moms that are trying to stay home or trying to, create an income for themselves. Like there's so many different things and it's easy to kind of get lost in that. So I feel like taking time to do that and really get clear on that will help you a lot. So you can write down all the benefits of your products, the benefits of your opportunity, and no, not everyone is going to benefit from your product. That's why it's super important to get clear on what you're offering to your people, and writing all those details and kind of create an ideal avatar for yourself. Like, what is your ideal person that you want to work with, or your ideal person that you're trying to help? So for me, I'm not married, I'm single, I go to school. So for me, maybe my target market is going to be people who are students, people who are, full-time students and don't want to work. So that's kind of for me, but it's a fun little activity for you guys to kind of work through. Branding yourself. This one is super important and I actually really like because being in the industry for several years, I think we've kind of grown a little bit away from the fact that you're not branding your company, you're not branding your product. Again, people are coming to you for you. So it's super important that you should be branding yourself. Like, who are you as a person? And that's also going to happen from a lot of inner work and a lot of reflecting and really getting to know who you are as a person. And also making sure that you guys are sharing what you love to share. Because I have found, like, for example, I love astrology and I love a lot of these different things. And sometimes we get caught up in like the hustle of like, oh, I have to share about my company all the time. I have to share about my products all the time, that we forget the things that you love, like astrology or DIYs or cooking or, sustainability. You can share that stuff because that's what's going to create you and why people are going to be attracted to you, which is going to build that know and like trust factor, which is also super important, because at the end of the day, they're not buying the product. They're not buying the opportunity. They're coming to you for a reason. Like, you provided a solution to them, whether that be the opportunity or the product, and they trust you. And the last part is just soul branding. And I can also share like a quiz that everyone can take if you would like, if you feel like you're a little bit lost in your branding and you kind of want to get clear on maybe colors and how you're supposed to talk to people and you as a person. It's really geared towards you. And I think that helped me a lot to understand about myself, colors, fonts, all these different kind of things. Because that's like the visual part of your brand. And also know that this visual part of your brand is also on an energetic level. So regardless of whether we think about these companies and things like that, when you're using a certain color or you're using a certain symbol or that stuff, think about it on an energetic level, because people can feel that, people can smell that, people can, how many times have we had people will be like, or they respond to you and they're like, that smells fishy, or that's not my vibe, or that sounds icky. And it's all because of how you portray yourself and your brand. So it's really super important to kind of get a little bit clear on that and have fun with it. Like, don't make it stressful or anything like that. This is supposed to be fun. Next is building relationships. So at the end of the day, you guys, we are here to build amazing relationships with people, because at the end of the day, we're people, we're humans, and people don't want to be sold to. On social media, like, people don't come to Facebook with their credit cards ready. Okay, they really don't. But people want to buy, they just don't want the act of like psychologically being sold to. So psychology of sales and all these like different tactics and things like that, like, people can see right through that and they can feel that on an energetic level. So really working on building that trust and building that relationship with people, talking to your followers as if they were your friends, sharing your story is so important, because not only is somebody else out there also going to kind of relate to that, don't forget to ask them to share their story, because they want to feel like they're important too. A lot of times we kind of like unload everything on us, like, oh, me, but it's like, okay, make them feel like they're interested, make them feel like you're genuinely interested in building a relationship with them, really getting to their pain points, really understanding like, what they actually need help with. Because a lot of times I can definitely tell you, when I came to social media, yeah, sure, I came to social media for like network marketing and making an income and doing that. But the number one thing why I came here was to build relationships with people and actually have friendships with people, because sometimes that doesn't happen in real life. So this is why we're here on social media. So yeah. And then creating content to help your, okay, the number's late, whatever that says, I can't see it, but sharing value is super, super important. You guys, again, super quick tips for you guys to start creating content that resonates with people. You can create how-to videos, do like number one tips kind of things, creating like a freebie, whether that be like a quick little journal that you can get from Etsy. You can literally go to Etsy and they're super cheap, and you can get like a lot of different like done for you like freebies, like journals, whatever that is. And then you can go to Canva and, you know, edit it to your branding, edit the formula, whatever, tweak some words up and create it as a freebie for people. You can create like a step-by-step guide. I've done that before, and a lot of people really like that because you're providing some sort of value to them, that's either helping a pain point of them, obstacle that they may be experiencing, whatever that could be. So you can create a workbook, giveaways, ebooks, make a cheat sheet, and then always sharing your story. So making sure that you guys are providing some sort of value to people so that they can come back to your page and be like, yeah, she totally shares all about the, you know, healthy eating or whatever that may be, right? So that, then make sure that you guys are engaging with your audience. As we know, Facebook is always changing their algorithm and things like that, but I think it's super important that you are creating some sort of engagement with your audience. So responding back to them, even helping them out. If you see somebody post something like they're asking for a recommendation or something, even if you don't know the solution, go to Google, search something, find something, and then respond back to them, because not only did you help them find that, but you actually took the time to search something for them and send it to them. And they would really actually value that. And you can send that to them even like as a short message, like, hey, I saw your post, you were looking for X, Y, and Z. I found this could possibly help you. And they'll be so grateful for that because you took that time to do that. So you can engage with your audience in a lot of different ways. Like I said, just providing some sort of solution with them and helping build that relationship with them as well. And then sell solutions to problems. So again, this kind of really goes back to understanding what solution are you offering to people, your target audience, the people that you're trying to help, whether that be moms, students, or all the things, right? What problem would they have that you could provide to them, and like getting clear and deep with that, not like surface level. So, you know, for moms, they could be like tired all the time, stressed all the time, or, you know, they don't have time to do like self-care. All these things are like really deep pain points that you can get clear on and provide some sort of solution to them. And again, providing some free value, free tips. And as you continue to do that, people start knowing you, they trust you, they follow you. They're like, okay, this girl I like, she like shares the things, she helps me with all this different kind of stuff, right? So, you know, as entrepreneurs, sometimes we kind of like limit ourselves and things like that. So it's really important to get involved with numerous different things and trying to like help your audience and not show up just to like, you know, make a sale. And, oh, okay, well, stay consistent. So consistency is honestly one of the most important like keys to success. So that's how you start seeing amazing results. As you continue to become consistent, people start seeing your stuff. People start seeing that you consistently post about X, Y, and Z. And that is the first. So again, the first thing that you need to know is your target audience and continue posting and interacting with that and staying consistent with that, because as they see that you are consistent, they will come back to your page and be like, oh, okay, she's always posting about this, or she's always sharing tips about how to meditate or how to create, you know, less stress and all these different kind of things. So staying consistent in that, even if you're not posting about your company all the time, which you don't have to, again, you're creating a brand for yourself so that when people come to you, they're like, okay, that's Sarah or that's Michelle, and I know exactly what she talks about and what she does. But yeah, that's pretty much the tips that I have for you guys. And again, if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to drop them below. And if anyone's interested in the little soul branding quiz, I can always share that too, if anyone's kind of like looking for guidance on that.
That was awesome, Sarah. And I love your slideshow. You're so organized. So not like me, right? But thank you so much. And I love the fact that, don't you think it's kind of cool? You talked about engagement on a slide here, and we're going to go into engagement with Michelle. So that was awesome. Michelle, I know that you are going to be covering engagement tonight. So if you can unmute yourself and.
Okay, there we go. Like what?
Can you unmute yourself, or do I have to unmute you? Okay, let me see. Can you now? I don't know why not. It's asking me to unmute, and I'm asking you, and it's not doing it.
Did you get it? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's perfect. Hi, guys. My name is Michelle. I just want to let you guys know I don't normally sound like this. I'm getting over a sickness, so my voice is a little shaky. So hopefully you guys can understand me okay. Just bear with me. But Sarah's presentation was amazing, and it's perfect because everything that she was talking about is everything that I wanted to talk about too. So attraction marketing is very important, especially when you are trying to brand yourself. And it also helps with your engagement, because the reason is you want to try to filter in your lifestyle and business posts without being like spammy and without I'm sorry, guys, without like just constantly talking business, 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 because what's going to happen is people are just always going to constantly see this business post like, oh my God, she's talking about this again. Oh, she's talking, here she goes. And people are going to start to unfollow you. So you definitely want to try to build that brand, try to build that attraction marketing. It keeps the engagement up. It keeps people interested, and it keeps people like getting to know you for who you are, and rather than just what you're trying to promote. So with that being said, the other number one thing is you want to be consistent. Every single day you want to be consistent, because what happens is Facebook starts to recognize when you start slowing down, and then your stuff is going to start to show less and less in people's feeds. So you want to post daily, every single day, whether it's even just a lifestyle post, if it's just something you did with your kids that day, and you want to kind of incorporate that into a business post. Like today's Monday. I'm so grateful that I was able to just get up and go to the park with my daughter today, or something like that. It's kind of showing people that lifestyle, that you have that flexibility. I know not everybody may have that flexibility. This is just one example. Or you can say something, oh, thank God for this business. I'm so happy I was able to just fill up my gas tank today. Something that's relatable to everybody. So being consistent every single day is definitely priority. Like, I can't say that enough. I know that some people tend to get discouraged with their posts if they aren't getting enough likes or comments that they want. And sometimes this makes people want to slow down, because if they're not getting the reaction that they're expecting, or they start comparing themselves to other people, they tend to just kind of push it off for a few days and be like, what's the point? But that's not true. You have to post every day. Try to post every day, because Facebook is going to start seeing that. And it takes time. Success doesn't happen overnight. You definitely want to be consistent, keep those posts up, engaging with everything on that. And something that's actually always stuck with me is, if you're not talking about your business or business related posts, then people aren't even going to know what you have to offer. So if you're not even talking about it, how are they even going to know that you're part of something, that you're part of a company, that you've been using something that's been helping you with your stress? Being consistent, everybody needs to know what you're doing and what it is that you have to offer. So timing of posts is also pretty crucial. And this is going to be a little bit of trial and error depending on where you are, who your audience is. I live in New Jersey, so I'm on the East Coast. A lot of my audience is either local to me. A lot of them are also East Coast. So for me personally, I find that 9 a.m. tends to be a good time to post. That's when I tend to get a lot of engagement on my post. Sometimes I'll do lunchtime, dinner time, not dinner time, I'm sorry, like 9 p.m. after dinner time when people are kind of winding down. And another good time to post is sometimes like 5 o'clock. People are getting out of work. They're sitting in their car. They just want to like decompress, wind down. They're scrolling through their phones. And sometimes that's a lot of the times when people tend to like see stuff. So that's another good time. Again, it's going to take some like trial and error to see like what works best for you. You don't want to post 1 million times a day. You don't want to be one of those people that posts every hour, every 2 hours, or sharing posts, like sharing constant, like if you see like videos that people or funny things. I mean, I know we all want to share that, but if you're constantly sharing, it tends to kind of make it messy. And Facebook also starts to slow your post down of having things being shown in other people's feeds because you're now competing with your own posts. So it's definitely quality over quantity. Let's see. One of my biggest tips that I have found that works really well for me is when you start to find that good time of when you get the most engagement of your post. The first 45 minutes, give or take, is the most crucial time for you to make an impact because Facebook is starting to see what kind of impressions you're making on people. So when people start to comment on that post, reply back right away. Make a heart react on that comment. Reply back. If you can end it with a question, keep conversations going in your post. Then it's going to start popping up in everyone's feeds when people are seeing like, oh my gosh, now this she just posted this like 15 minutes ago. There's 20 comments on it already. Even if half of those comments are you replying back to your own friends' comments, it doesn't matter. People are going to be like, wow, that's got a lot of comments. Just keep replying, keep asking questions, just keep it going. I've found a lot of engagement on my posts that way. And it doesn't even matter if you're still having the same conversation with the same people. It just starts to show up in other people's feeds a lot more. Facebook starts to recognize like, oh, people like this post. I'm going to keep showing it to other people. So that's definitely been pretty helpful. And then once you see those people commenting on your post after it's started to slow down a little bit, go back to those people's pages, start commenting and interacting on their post, start showing them, like interest about what they're doing. What are they up to, Sorry, guys, I have a lot of notes. Let's see if I'm missing anything. So yes, I do this as long as I can. A lot of people that are starting out, sometimes I know some people might say, well, I'm not really getting a lot of interaction yet. This goes back to the consistency. Just keep up with that consistency and eventually this will build up, I promise you. But then another thing is if you kind of forget a couple comments, you didn't get back to everyone's, that's okay. That's actually a good thing. This gives you another opportunity later on that day or a couple days later, go back and get those comments that you forgot to reply back to. It's going to bump that post now and it's going to show it all over again to everybody's feed. Constantly engaging with people's posts on your downtime, it helps not to just react. Again, comment something meaningful. Don't just put like little emojis, like actually like comment, interact. Oh my gosh, I love that shirt. Where did you get it? Or, oh, I've been looking for another good book. Which book is that? Or whatever it is that their post is. Always ending with a question. And the other thing with engagement, I know we all love to support each other. That is definitely a good thing. We love to support each other, cheer everybody on. But then if that's all we're doing, we're going to start seeing all the brand partners, Elamir brand partners in your feed. And that's okay. Just for, I think I saw this somewhere, but for every one person that's a brand partner that you're cheering on and supporting them, you now should try to go to like 5 other people outside of your network, trying to reach out to a whole new network because you want to kind of bring that into your business. Like you definitely need to find that balance. Going into stories, and I know Shanna's definitely going to touch a lot on this, I'm sure, but going into stories, reacting on their stories, messaging them, this gets people in your inbox. So start commenting on their stories, asking them questions in there. I'm not going to touch on that too much because that's Shanna's thing. And another good thing when you feel like you've hit a wall, you feel like, oh my God, my posts, they're just not getting that much interaction like they used to. Go and create something that's going to drive people to your posts. Start with a question like, I know gas prices have been ridiculous. I made this post a while ago. I'm in New Jersey. Gas prices right now are $4.90 at that time. They've gone down since then, but this was my post a couple months ago. Gas prices are $4.99 right now. What are the gas prices where you're at? Everyone wants to answer. Just comment something, people are going to start commenting and everyone has an answer for it. Or, make a post. I've ran out of dinner ideas. What are some good dinner ideas? Or I'm looking for some good summer activities to bring my kids to. What's a good thing to do on a Wednesday afternoon? Asking questions will drive people to your post. If you guys have not checked out Brandon's dashboard on the Relentless page, check that out. They've got 30 days of posts. That will also give you a good idea if you're stuck on something. And lastly, something that brings down your engagement is copying and pasting. I cannot stress this enough. Like, do not copy and paste other people's posts. You can use it for inspiration if they're okay with it. Don't take their whole entire post and just put it on your page. Definitely change it up. Use bits and pieces. If you're like, wow, I like what she said, but make it your own. Make it so it's relatable to you and how it helps, like, talk about you and your life and what it's doing for you, what the business is doing for you, what the strip has done for you. Don't copy and paste. And if you can help it, save it, post it maybe a week later, because if you're going to post it that same day or the next day, it's not only going to bring your engagement and algorithm down in your post, it's going to do it for that person too. So it's hurting the both of you. And that's all I got. I hope that was helpful. I'm sorry about my voice, guys.
That was awesome, Michelle. Yeah, I'm giving you little loves on the live over here.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you.
I wanted to say one more thing because you're so right. When you go and copy and paste other people's posts, your algorithm gets all messed up because it's Facebook seeing that same exact post coming out there. And what they start to do is the minute they see the same post a lot of times, they start to mark it as spam. So you never want that to happen. And another thing is sharing people's posts. So they actually don't let those posts be seen as much. So if you go to somebody's page and let's say you like one of their videos that they have on their page, or you like one of the posts that they made and you hit that share button and you put it on your page and share it, that Facebook will not let that be seen a lot. So like you'll notice that when you do that, your likes and your engagement is very low. It's because you hit that share button and shared it from somebody else's page. So always try to do everything yourself and authentically. And, let's say you do love somebody's post, like Michelle said, you don't have to copy and paste that exact thing. She said, you can be yourself, change it around, use your own words. I remember I was laughing because one time somebody copy and pasted my post and I was talking about, my womanly part, and it was a man who copied and pasted it and put it on his thing. So we were all laughing. I was like, when did that happen? Right. So make sure that you change those little things that people say in their posts, even as far as like some people say, hey, y'all, right? Because they're Southern. And if we're from up north and we're like, hey guys, right? We don't say, hey y'all. So we want to change that because our people know how we talk, right? They're our audience. They already know how we speak. Another thing, I know a lot of people ask questions. Michelle, if you want to unmute yourself, a lot of people were asking questions about like what you think is best timing for posting. You can't unmute again?
Wait, there I go. I'm sorry, what was the question?
So there was a lot of people that were asking you while you were talking, what do you think is the best time to post on?
So this is the hard thing, that it might take you guys like a little bit of trial and error to kind of see, and you'll have to play around. Like for me personally, I'll actually type up a post the night before. I'll type it in my notes or I'll save it into my drafts. And this way, like when I get up, I don't have to think. And then I just like 9 o'clock comes and I just hit post. So for me, I find like around 9 o'clock, give or take, that tends to be like my best time. That's when my audience seems to be on Facebook a lot, but that might not be your best time. It's really going to depend on like, again, trial and error. Like you might want to try that, see what kind of engagement you get. Try that for, I don't know, try that for a week. And then maybe the following week, if you're like, okay, this week, 9 o'clock, I wasn't really getting that much traction. Try 10 o'clock, try 12, and just kind of play around with that. Depends on who your audience is. If they're working people and they go to like a 9 to 5, that might not be ideal. Sometimes people like they have different lunch breaks, it's definitely kind of, you got to play around with it a little bit.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go right into stories. At the end of this, guys, I will let you guys, you just raise your hand and we'll do like a question answer a little bit later, because I see there's lots of questions in here. I did want to make sure I get this in, and I am a talker, guys, as you know, so I want to make sure that we get this, the goods in, okay? I took lots of notes. I have done multiple social media and stories trainings for corporate and my other companies. And I have all of my notes, and I added a few things here and there, but these are the story basics that, guys, I'm so excited because I love stories. It's my absolute favorite thing ever. Sorry, my daughter just got home. You probably heard all that. Okay. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is to make a post on your feed at some point soon, right? That says, do you prefer to scroll Facebook on the news feed, or do you prefer to watch it in your stories? Okay. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because you are literally going to see how divided it is. There are some people that never look at your stories at all. And then there's some people that literally are going to say, I never even look at a news feed. I always watch stories. That's all I do. Right? So the reason why it's important to know both and how to run both of these is because there are those people that literally never, ever go through news feeds. They only watch you in your stories. Okay. So why stories? Well, stories are an amazing way to create conversations in Facebook Messenger or in Instagram Messenger. Okay. It is the #1 way that you can start conversations with people without feeling creepy, guys, because guess what? They're posting in their stories, and you can literally just ask them questions. And you always want to ask a question, because when you ask questions, you start a conversation back and forth without it even being about your business at all, right? It can start off from the smallest thing. I think I have Angie on here. I literally used to talk through her stories all the time. I like remember one time she had like tacos one night, and I literally was like, oh my God, girl, tacos. I said something like, how that was like my favorite thing or something, but that's how I start like almost all of my conversations is through stories. Okay. Another reason why stories, guys, you can literally see who is stalking you. So every single day you should be checking your stories to see what names are showing up in your stories, because when somebody goes and looks at your story, it shows you their names. Every single person who has clicked on your story and looked at it, it's going to give you a list of names. It's like literally giving you prospects, right? Because you're like, oh, well, this person's watching every single thing I'm doing, right? So to me, when I see something like that, I'm like, oh, I'm definitely going to go engage with them. I'm either going to talk to them through their stories, or if I notice that they are on my stories a lot, I'm going to start creating polls, because I want to see who's going to answer those. And we'll get into that in a minute. Okay. Another thing is, guys, this is literally like a freebie for you to sell and be spammy in your stories, right? Because you can't do that on your page. On your page, you want to create relationships, be authentic. You want to draw people in because you're not selling them on your page. So meaning, yes, do you want to put a post with you in your strip at some time? Yes, you do. You want to do that, but you want to not do it as often as you are making authentic posts about your life or about your lifestyle. So for instance, if you are somebody who is very humorous, right? And your audience knows that every single day you're going to post something that they're going to laugh at. You don't want to stop doing that. So you're selling on your page all day long, right? Because then your audience is like, well, she used to be funny. Now all I do is see this strip thing or whatever, right? And they'll stop following you. But in your stories, guys, that's a whole different story. Okay. So you can literally sell in your stories, meaning you can go, and that's why we created, if you guys aren't in that Telegram group for our stories, join the Telegram group, because those are what you call story sequences, right? It's what you can put in your stories so that it tells a story, right? It's like the first one, it's going to show you the strip. The second one is going to tell you the benefits. The third one is going to be a testimonial. The fourth one is going to ask you if you want more information through a poll, right? So it's telling a story with your stories. Make sure you're in that Telegram chat so that you can get all of those story sequences. So you don't, it takes the thought out of it. You don't even have to do anything. You just copy it from there and put it right directly into your stories. Okay. How do you use stories and what do you put in your stories? Okay. So the first thing that I want to talk about is a lot of times when you guys are making a post about the strip. So let's say it's your one day that you're like, okay, I'm going to post about my strip today and all of its benefits, right? Well, what you want to do is share that post. You can hit the little share button at the bottom to your story, right? And you want to put that post into your story and tell them to look at your story, right? When you do what's called a call to action, they're going to do that call to action. So for instance, you make a post at the end, you're like, go check out my stories for more info, or go check out my stories to see testimonials. Go check out my stories. You're telling them what to do, right? So they're going to go to your story and you'll have your post in there. Yes. But now what you always want to make sure is that your stories match your post. So if you're posting about your strip and you're talking about the fact that it helps you with stress or, busy brain or whatever it may be, now you're going to direct them to your stories. And in that story, you're going to be showing testimonials about busy brain, about moms under stress, about, your triggers and how you're, less agitated during your day, or, you don't have as much discomfort or whatever it may be that your post said. You're now directing them to your stories where they're going to start seeing testimonials in your stories. And now they're interested. Your last one, we'll talk about what you're going to do with that last one, right? Because you always want a call to action, something that they can do. Okay. Another thing that you can post in your stories is what I like to call behind the scenes looks, right? So that just means right now, here's an exercise. Everybody take out your phone and go and make either a short video or take a picture of our screen right now. We have 323 people on here and another 100 and some live, right? Which is great. So either go to your Instagram, and I'm going to tell you about this and how to do that today, but you can go to your Instagram and hit stories and do a video what we're doing right now, or you can take a picture of this screen right now, right? And you're going to put this in your stories and say, oh my gosh, such a great training, teamwork, all of that kind of stuff, right? That's your behind the scenes. Nobody knows you're doing this right now, but you're showing them behind the scenes what you are doing. And it's making people interested because they're like, wow, that's how they have team meetings. Like they have 323 people on their team meetings, and you can literally live anywhere and you can still get all of their training. Like that is so cool. I want to be a part of this because I can literally jump on a call like this and learn virtually, right? So you want to make sure that you show your behind the scenes moments. Maybe it's a day that you are at the pool, right? And your kids are running around, but you're working and you're on your laptop at the pool. Show them your behind the scenes. Have your kids take a picture of you while you're working on your lawn chair or while you're on your phone, right? That's your behind the scenes moments that I love to call it that. Okay. Okay, share something exciting that is coming up in your life. So any of your exciting moments that you want to share with somebody, put that in there, because most of the time when you have an exciting moment, others can relate to that. They've had that same exciting moment. So for instance, it's a holiday coming up. You want to always put in your stories something that you've done on that holiday, whether it be, maybe it's Easter and you took your kids out to an Easter egg hunt. Maybe it's, Christmas and or you're excited and you took a picture of the kids opening the gifts, or whatever it may be, because you're going to get a bunch of interaction because it's a holiday. You're sharing that excitement and they understand that as well, right? And they may say like, oh my God, my son got that same toy, or, whatever it may be. It starts up that conversation. Let's see, do videos in your stories. Okay, so this one, and you may need help with this at some point, but if you go to my stories right now, you're going to see what I mean by making videos in your stories. Okay. This is almost like going live on your page, but you get to, and I love it because I have a story world. Like I have a certain amount of people that always watch my stories. So I get to be like, hey guys, this is my story world. Like, and I do a live through my stories. The way that you can do this, guys, and I will do a screen record of this and put it into the team page, our official page, because everybody, if you guys do this, you are going to get so much interaction. It's the most interaction that I ever get in my stories. But what you want to do is you go into Instagram and the little plus sign, I don't know if you can see my screen, right? There's a little plus box up there. You're going to hit the plus box. It's going to take you into a screen like this that says post story reel live, right? You're going to go to your story because that's where we're doing this, in your story. Okay. And then when you get there, you're going to see on the side, I know my ring light is all in the way, but there's little things on the side that tell you what to do. There's a little down arrow. You're going to hit that down arrow. You're going to see something that says hands free. Okay. Because when you're taking your video, you don't want to have to hold it. I mean, you can hold it if you want, right? And do your video, but it gets hard to do that when you can put it up on something or put it on a stand, right? And you can hit hands free. And when you hit hands free, all you have to do is push that button, push that middle button and start talking. Talk to people like they're your best friend. Take the strip in the morning. Show them that you're taking your strip, what it looks like, what it tastes like. They can watch you taking it. You can actually tell them how you're feeling right through there, okay? And you can use this right in your stories instead of going live on your Facebook page. Now, everybody who has been looking at your stories are going to see that. And again, they're going to interact so much because they're seeing your emotions. They see you excited. They see you taking the strip and they're like, okay, girl, you got to tell me more about this. Okay. Like, what does that taste like though? Or they'll start asking you a lot of questions because you are literally showing them your day-to-day life through a video, right? Okay. Another thing is testimonials. Guys, this is the perfect opportunity to share testimonials. Take somebody, what I love to do is I actually don't put a picture of somebody and then have the words. I love real. I like authentic. I like it to look rugged. I don't care. I take pictures, a screenshot of what people's testimony was. So let's say that you wanted to do this and you wanted to do it from the testimonial group. What I do is I will take the testimony that they have, and I will screenshot and just take the words and put it into my story. So for instance, if you were in, let's say, I know that can be confusing, so I'm going to give you another for instance. Let's say that somebody typed you up one on Facebook Messenger, and it's in an actual chat or a conversation between you and the person. I take a screenshot and I post that conversation right into my story. It's always so much more real when you do that than if they see somebody posing with a strip, and then you put that on there, they're like, okay, but this is raw, real, your conversation in your messenger. And I put those on there all the time. And I'll put a little sticker that says testimonial time and I'll go. And I always make sure that I don't put the same kind of testimonial on there. I put, one about stress, one about discomforts, one about triggers, one about like different things that everyone is going through, so that somebody is going to see one that matches them, right? There's going to be somebody that if they don't feel like they're stressed out that much. You got to be lying though if you say you're not stressed out that much. Everybody's stressed out, right? But if somebody tells you that they're not, and the next one that you put in there is about discomforts and tightness and how it was, able to help them with their aches or whatever it may be, then they're like, okay, like I have aches, I can use that one. And then the next one might talk about how, oh, they didn't get so angry in traffic today, right? If they didn't get so angry in traffic and you're always like, oh my gosh, I'm always on edge when I'm in traffic and driving to work, right? That can stop you and make somebody interested, right? Okay. Guys, our wins. So every time that somebody, and not only our rank ups, but let's just say that, somebody gets their first customer, or let's say somebody gets their first brand partner, or let's say somebody personally enrolled, 10 people or whatever it may be, all of those shout outs, do it in your stories, because the more that people go in there and they see that you're having a successful business, that you have people that are on your team that you are helping become successful. So not just your own, right? This is everyone else's. It doesn't even matter if they're on your team or not. Okay. You can share people's wins from this business. They want to see that this is a successful business. And the best way to do that is to celebrate their wins on your stories. So what better to put a graphic of them and say, congratulations, and tag them in the story, or whether it just be something simple like, call them out and say has signed up their very first brand partner, right? Or whatever it may be, ranks too, of course, right? But do that in your stories, because people are going to see them, and you are now showing them that your business is booming, that everybody's having success, that they want to be a part of this momentum, right? Okay, another one is to show your personality. So of course, that is just like lifestyle posts. You go out with your child, you're hanging out at the mall, take a picture, show that. You're out with your kids at a park, take a picture, show that. You're out on a date with your husband, your wife, your partner, whoever, right? You take a picture, out with your friends, take a picture, show them that you're living the life, right? Like show them that you're able to, in the middle of the day on a Wednesday, be out with your friends, hanging out at the mall or at a diner, and I'm from Jersey. Sorry, I said diner. You might not have one of those. Sorry about that. But anywhere that you are with your friends in the middle of the day while everyone else is at work, clocked in, right? What is somebody going to say when they come and see that? Well, must be nice. That person's able to hang out in the middle of the day and I'm here at my job, right? So things like that you want to show in your stories as well. Okay, asking questions and quizzes and polls. Biggest thing that you can ever do. Remember that I said, when you finish a post, you always want a call to action. When you finish doing a story sequence, you always want a call to action. So if you go and look at my story right now, I did a video from Instagram, right? But my very last one was saying, if you want more information, you can be one of the first to know and be on my list. Yes. And I never give them a no. You don't ever give them a no, because you don't want somebody to tell you no ever, right? So when you do a poll, you say yes, and then you say, put me on your list, or yes, give me more info, right? You never say no. They're going to click on one of those. Now you know who's interested. So guess what? It gives you the names of everybody who answers that. So you can go and start talking to them and say, hey, I saw that you answered my quiz. Like, I'm so excited about this. Tell them a little bit. I mean, if you can do a voice message, that's always best, because people can hear your excitement in your voice message. But let them know, say, hey, I saw that you voted on my quiz. Like, I'm so excited about this new product. I can't wait to tell you all about it. And you will be one of the first that I come to as soon as we open to customers, right? Like, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Okay. Story archives. Okay. So this is another one that may be different depending on what phone you have. So I'm going to tell you what it is on mine. I have an iPhone. It may be different for somebody else. So just know, maybe you'll have to like look around and find this, but on my profile page in the front, if I click the three little tiny more, like the little more buttons, it's ... right? I click that and I go to archive, right? Now, when you go to archive, you're going to go to what's called story archive. Okay. Story archive has every single story that you have ever done. That's all my videos, guys. Sorry about that. But every single story that you've ever done. So guess what you can do? And Van's calling me right now. Hold on. Okay, so guess what you can do? You can go on any of these old stories and repurpose. So if you say, man, I did a really good story like a month ago. Remember that? Where everybody was talking to me about it. They were like coming into my inbox, wanting to know more. All you have to do is press on it and then hit the share button and repurpose it. Use it again. Because it's working smarter, not harder, right? You don't have to keep coming up with new stuff all the time. You can go back to the really good ones that you use and reuse them. Another thing archive is really good for is if you had a really good one where there was a bunch of people on there that viewed it, you can go and look and see that the list of the people's names. So if you ever forget, because stories disappear in 24 hours, right? If you ever forget who commented on any of your things and it disappeared, no worries, go back into your archive, okay? And look in the archive and say, oh, look at all these names that I missed, right? These are all people who were watching my stories, who are interested in my stories. You can see all the names from the past of everybody looking, okay? And then the last thing that I'm going to talk about, guys, is, well, actually I have two more things. So hopefully I have enough time. 9:52. We're going to let you guys ask questions. I knew this was going to be long. Okay. The next thing that I want to talk about is starting conversations, right? So guys, go into other people's stories. It is the easiest way to start a conversation. You open up somebody's story. Let's say that they have, a picture of them going out on a date and you're like, oh my gosh, she looks amazing. Tell her she looks amazing. Tell her, ask her questions. Say, oh my gosh, girl, where'd you get that dress from? Right? You're creating relationships. I'm not telling you to be fake about it, but like go and look at these people's stories and like really create the relationships. That is how you start talking to somebody. That's how you start a friendship, right? Is you can't always think that people are going to come to you all the time. You're going to have to go and find these people. So if you have somebody on your Facebook that you've been like, man, this person's really cool. Like, I feel like I vibe well with them. I would have a great relationship with them. Go look at their stories and ask questions. Say, what restaurant is this at? Like, where'd you guys go today? Where, just ask them questions and it's going to start a conversation. So stories are the best place. Don't forget to go to theirs. That's my point. Okay. Like, don't focus so much on always who's in yours. Go to other people's stories and start asking questions. Because guess what? When you ask the question, it gets them in Messenger. And now you can start that conversation. And it's so easy. It's so easy. Okay. The last thing I'm going to say is consistency. You heard it with all three of us, right? It's never going to go away, right? You have to be consistent. When I started doing reels a while back, it was insane. All of my reels had 1 million views. I was doing reels all the time. I was on there posting like 2 reels a day, 3 reels a day. And I was doing it consistently for like 2 weeks. And everyone that I was doing was getting millions of views, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I mean, we made a good paycheck off of doing reels on Facebook, right? But then when it came around time that we were going to launch the business, well, what happens, right? Life happens. And I worried about getting my business launched. So I stopped doing them. Well, guess what happened? It took me a while to even get that audience back up. I had to do a few of them that were now 1K views, you know, instead of my million views or 355K views, right? And now if I'm not consistent again, it's not going to happen. So consistency is the same everywhere with your stories, with your Facebook posts, with your Instagram posts, like it's being consistent, right? Now, for me, you would think you're like, okay, but how are you like consistent with your stories? Guys, I have a rule. I never let it less than 3. If I have my story with less than 3 stories in it, that's when I start freaking. I'm like, I got to get some more content. We got to put it in here, right? So never let them go away completely. Always have at least 3 stories in your story so that it is always constantly running and it's consistent. So I'm done talking. I need a water break here. Guys, I'm going to look through the questions really quick. And then if you want to put your hand up and ask a question. Does anyone know how to change the category on your Facebook page to digital creator on an iPhone? Well, they usually ask you to become a digital creator, like they'll message you to do it and then you accept. Let's see. It automatically goes to archive once it goes away in your story. Yep. So it gets stored in your archive. Okay, I'm not seeing all the questions, but let me look for hands up here. Okay, Megan. Can you unmute?
I think so.
Hi, Megan.
Hi. I was gonna ask, do we need to be like doing posts and stories at the same time at different times? Like, does it affect the algorithm at all?
So I don't think it really affects the algorithm whether you're posting a story or on your wall. However, I will tell you this, posting in a group and posting on your wall does affect your algorithm.
Okay.
So for instance, if you have a group that's like a wellness group, or maybe you have your own teen page, right? If you're posting in that group and then you post on your actual page, you're going to see that you're not going to get as much interaction or love, likes, etc. Because again, it's just like what Michelle said. It's like you're competing against your own posts, even though it's not on your feed, you posted it on Facebook. So whether that be in a group or anything like that, I don't tend to post at the same time as I do my stories because I watch my story time. And if I have, let's say, 3 stories and I know that they're about to go away, like let's say they've been sitting there for 20 hours and I know at that 24th hour it's going away, I focus then on my stories. I'm like, okay, I got to make sure I have enough content to put in my stories right now so that when those go away, I still have something in my stories. And then I just post. For me, I know that Michelle was talking about that it's different for everybody. For me, I don't know why, because I am not a morning person. I am a night owl, but for some reason, all my peeps are morning people. So if I'm not up early and making a post pretty early, and that's for me right around like 7:30 to like 9 o'clock time, I won't get as much interaction if I post during the day as I will in the morning. So one of the big things that I try to do, and I've been slacking on because I've been so busy with the launch, but is do a morning post, like say, ask them, say, good morning, everybody, say it back. So if you guys say that, if you guys say, good morning, everybody, say it back. And then sometimes I'll give them like a little morning quote or whatever it may be. That is the biggest interaction time I get. People are always coming in to say good morning, say nice things. And again, you're telling them what to do. It's a call to action. You're like, say it back. And they do. They come and they say good morning and they do say it back. So I try to start off my day without those.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Let's see. I see hands up, hands up. Jennifer? Let me see. Can you unmute now?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
So forgive me because I know you just talked about this. I just want to clarify. When you're saying share on our page and share in a group, it not be the same thing, or don't make any kind of post in a group at the same time you post anything on your page?
Yep, anything. So you'll literally be competing with the post that you just made on your Facebook page. If you go into your group, and it doesn't matter what you're posting. Like for me, for example, if I'm going to post an update in the Elamir official page, I would never post that update and then go on my feed and post my personal post. If I
Okay.
did that, I would never get any interaction because it's competing against each other. So what I'll
Okay.
try to do is, let's say that I need to give an update in the Elamir page. I'll say, okay, I'm going to give an update in the page. That means for hours later, I can't make my own personal post on my page. And then later on that day, I'll make a post for myself.
And that's only for posts, not like commenting and starting the conversations within other people's.
Yes, it's only
Okay.
when you post. Mhm.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Okay, I'm gonna take, let's see. Okay, I think I can take a couple more. Sonia, I'm gonna ask to unmute, if you can unmute yourself.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry, my camera's off. It's dark in here. My son's asleep. But I was wondering, when if we try, like, I work 8 to 5. So if I were, because I thought about posting in the morning, but then I worried about not being able to comment back because I'm at work. It's like, is that something I should be conscious of? Because like, I don't want my people to feel like, oh, dang, she just, kind of left me here. But I could get back to them when I got off work. But I don't know if that would kind of hurt the conversation because they would kind of feel like I left them hanging. Is that
Mhm.
something to be conscious of?
well, okay, so this is my opinion. Michelle or Sarah can probably chime in to this one too. But for me, if I were going to decide whether I made a post, but knew that I couldn't really interact very much with them because I was going to work, or making a post later on when I could interact with them, of course, I'd always choose to do the post when I can interact with them. However, if the choices are that you don't make a post at all, or you make the post and you just can't comment right away to them now, but you can comment later, I'll always choose making the post still, because you still want to post every day. It doesn't matter. That's where the consistency is going to come in. So it really just depends on what your timing is. So if you can post later when you can interact more and you can talk to them right away, that would be my suggestion. But if your choices are, I'm either going to post this before I go to work and I'm not going to be around to answer them back until later, until I get off, or I'm not going to post at all, I would still make the post. That's
Okay.
that's my, I don't know if you guys want to chime in. No? Okay.
No.
I mean, I agree. It's the same thing. I used to work full time too, and I would post a post just to be there. Yeah, it's important to respond right away, but again, I'd rather you post something than not post anything at all.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
that's what I was going to say too. Like if you, again, exactly what they said, being consistent, if just post it no matter what. But this is where I would choose maybe a different type of post. If you know that you can't respond back to them right away, maybe post like an inspirational post, or like a cute little quote or something like that. Or, just something, like I call them filler posts, but don't make them spammy. Make them something that's still interesting, but like a quote or something like that, something positive just to brighten someone's day, that type of thing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, and I have Stephanie. Let me see if I can unmute.
Hey, Shanna.
Hey.
Okay, so my question is, I know in the TikTok and Reels Academy deal, y'all said not to have a page. So everything that we post in our actual newsfeed Facebook. Is that correct?
So what do you mean by not have a page?
So like a business page, like you have your personal Facebook and then there's a business, or you can have, for whatever cause or whatever, those types of pages. And then also there's groups. So there's three different things that you can have. You want us to have just our regular Facebook page. Is that correct?
So not that we want you to have it. You can have a business page. We've had business pages multiple times with different companies. I think that the right way to say it is that if you have a business page, that one isn't going to get as much interaction, and you're not going to be able to create as many friendships, etc., like your relationship building, than on your personal page. So I think that's probably a better way to put it. Like, you can have those, absolutely. But when you are actually on your page, your Facebook page, and people are coming and seeing all of your posts and interacting and stuff, that relationship building happens more on your regular page, on your profile. If you have a business page, you're just probably not going to have as many of those conversations. And that's what we're working hard for, right? We're working hard for people to see what we're doing. And our goal here, right? Our ultimate goal is that people are going to start reaching out to us. We don't really have to chase people down. They're going to watch us and see us come as our authentic self and drip in, so what I like to call drip in the business, right? So for instance, I've been on a couple of Zooms with people and they're like, well, I probably shouldn't post like this anymore. And I go, no, don't do that. Like, don't take away the posts. If you're normally somebody who loves cats and you post every single day about your cats, and then all of a sudden one day you decide, okay, nope, I joined this business. All I'm posting about is my strips now, right? Everybody's going to go, what the heck happened to you? Like, where's your cats? Where's the reason why I'm on your page? Where, like the things that you talk about all the time, you don't want to ever get rid of those. So like, I know that sometimes I go to your page and I see a lot about the wolf stuff, right? Like, imagine you threw that out and all you start talking about was all of your strips. People would be like, what happened to you, Stephanie? Like, who are you anymore, right? So you never want to do that. You always want to keep that there always, but you just drip the business. So let's say one day you decide to get up in the morning and take a picture of you with your strip and say, I wake up every morning and my new routine is this because I feel like I'm more present with my kids. I feel like I have less stress. But you did that one post, but then guess what's going to happen tomorrow? You're going to start talking about your wolves again, right? Because you're not always going to talk about that strip. That's pretty much it. But you're going to lose out if you go on a business page and do that on all those people who have been following you this entire time and know you for who you are, right? They're not going to start wanting to ask you about your strip because they don't really care about your strip, Stephanie, but they care about you. They're like, oh, well, my friend Stephanie's holding a strip. Not there's a strip on Stephanie's page. It's my friend is holding a strip. Let me ask my friend why she likes this strip, right? Because I trust my friend. So that interaction doesn't happen on a business page because it's not all business. It's your personal life and your business, if that makes sense. Awesome. Okay, I'm just going to take one more because I know that this is going crazy. The Millers has her hand up.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi. So I was wondering if there's a difference between going live and or using a video in your story or on your post. Like, is one better than the other?
So in your stories, doing videos or doing the live in your stories, it really doesn't matter for your stories as much. I still would always say doing a live video gets more attraction, even in your stories. Because if I go and check mine now, just because I did a live video in my stories, I have more viewers than I normally do. with just posting, let's say, one of my reels or one of my TikToks in there. Like I just looked now and I have 517 views, which normally, like in the time frame that I did that, I would still be building up to that. I would probably have maybe like 100 some, 200 some. So live videos are always better. And on your page, absolutely live videos are better. When you go live, they push that out to Facebook, not as much as reels anymore. So know that. So short form videos is different from doing like a recording a video and posting it. Those won't get as much. But if you do a short form video, which means a reel, that's the best way to go. If you were going to decide that you wanted to do any type of video, I will always suggest to do reels. That is what is being pushed out now. That is the new thing for Facebook. They're showing the reels out there as much as they possibly can. And my suggestion is that if you don't feel comfortable doing reels, you can always do the videos and then keep them yourself. Like you don't have to post them after you do the video, but you can practice doing them. It's such a short video that even though you feel like you're going to be scared, like you can literally just put some music and like show them the strip and literally type on the screen, like, do you suffer with any of these, and type on the screen, and people are going to stop to see it because reels get pushed out a lot more than even live video right now. So this is my suggestion: reels, number one, live video, and then a recorded video if you were going to post that on your page. That's the order in which it would get viewed. Okay, guys, Michelle, Michelle or Sarah, do you have anything else that you want to add before we get off here? Because I'm so sorry, guys. I know that this has gotten so long. I hope you guys got value from this. I'm trying to see if they can unmute themselves, but I don't think they can.
I think I'm good. If anybody has, I'm good on my part.
Awesome. Michelle, do you have any last thing to add? No? Okay, she's giving me a thumbs up, so I guess she's good. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for spending tonight with me, with Michelle, with Sarah. Thank you guys for being on here. You were awesome. And I hope that you guys got some value from this. If you guys have any more questions, you can post them underneath the actual live that's in the page. And sorry, my husband just came home. And anyways, well, have a great night, guys.
Thank you.